What's better than this? Guys being dudes.
Lot of dudes. O-line U. Ultimate dudes.
Raji on my left, Herzlich on my right. Two dudes.
Guys being dudes, and now guys are going to be dudes in Fort Collins, Colorado. C-Mart, you look at these numbers here and you look at that commitment to the run game, the ever-increasing commitment to the run game. If you're a running back at Colorado State, how excited are you?
Well, these dudes are going to be happy because that's what they want. That's an identity. Coach Addazio, remember, he had a Tonka truck in A.J. Dillon at 6'2", 250 pounds coming downhill and getting north at you. And that's the element that he wants to bring to Colorado State. He wants to speed up the game. He wants a ball control offense. He wants to get that run game established early. So running back's going to love it because it's going to be heavy volume. I mean, Dillon had over 300 rushes in his senior year. So they're going to tote the rock quite a bit and try and establish a big physical mentality.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about back-to-back to whenever 1,000-yard seasons for his running backs. Like, these guys go, and it is really, you're watching it right here. And listen, side note, I know we're talking about running backs for Colorado State, but if you're an offensive lineman, you're going to love this too, because that ground and pound game, as you see right up top, that ground and pound game is going to be very serious when he gets his hands on this Colorado State team.
Well, and I think the thing you got to remember too is that it's going to be a physical offense. These guys the linemen won't have to get out in space. They don't like to run and cover ground. They're going to stay in tight and do what they do.
Yeah, and let's get to Jaylen Thomas. He's a guy that I thought was a bright flash for Colorado State a season ago. And listen, you look at him right there. He's not afraid to run between the tackles. And look at the way he finishes off a run. This has got to be a player that Addazio has got to be happy. This is going to be one of his dudes when it comes to the run game.
Well, and he's not 250 pounds like A.J. Dillon, but he goes 215, 220. And so when he squares up his shoulders, he's got some power. You can see he has great contact balance. See it right there. He runs through the contact, stays leveled, always in good running position, has good leverage. And I think he's a little bit faster, has a little bit more juice than people think until he gets up on him. And then he knows how to finish the runs. He knows how to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, he runs with something. Listen, I went to a football camp. God, I had to be in middle school maybe. And it was at Methodist College in Fayetteville. And I went to a football camp, but they had a coach that talked about running with a forward body lean. And he runs with that forward body lean, and I love to see it. The stiff arm is brutal. I love to see that forward body lean. We see him finish off runs. I think that he's someone that, if you're Addazio, you've circled him. You haven't had a chance to do as much team activities as you used to, but you see him run straight through that player, and I love this. Like, run through him and get to him in the end zone. So this is, I think we've got at least a piece, and I think the offensive line is, again, to go back to the offensive line, they're going to be super excited about being able to just, listen, what do big boys like to do, C-Mart, right? They want to get on top of you and push it down. Let's rock and roll.
Yep. They want to road grade, and they want to do it in a hallway. They don't want to do it in an auditorium. They like being able to be compact and get their hands on people. And so this sets a tempo for an offense when you can be physical and just run over guys. And so I think that makes their whole team excited. And so Coach Addazio knows his formula for winning is playing good, stout defense, establishing the run game. And then when you have a chance to go play action, throw the ball down the field, that's what you do. But it all starts up front, and it puts a lot of heat on the guys in the trenches there. But he wants to be a physical team.
Yeah, I think they want that heat. I think they want that smoke, as the kids say these days. I think they want all the smoke when it comes to being physical up front. I think they want to play that ground and pound game. They've got the ability to do it.